Good morning. This weekend, Andrea and I were in Chicago, which is kind of the city of the business beginnings of Shanks. In December 2014, I graduated from Miami University, and then I worked for a year in Cincinnati as a software developer. And then I got an opportunity to move to Chicago, where I worked for about 2 weeks for an employer, and then I started freelancing. At that employer, I met Sarah Kowalis, who's a designer and also an amazing person. And that's why I was in Chicago this weekend with Andrea to celebrate Sarah's and Eric's wedding. But what is really interesting is that I got to reconnect again with my past in Chicago, meaning that is where my friendship with Sarah started. But also, that is where I had really my first big contract as a freelancer. Back then, Shanks was just me, and I got the chance to collaborate with Sarah on a website for a company located in Chicago called Hylasoft, and they have since changed their name several times, and they have been acquired several times. But if you go to hylasoft.com, you can still see the website. Actually, why don't we do that? Bring up the browser here, and then if I type in hylasoft.com, it redirects to a new domain. But in essence, if we scroll down here, this is the website, still 90% the website that Sarah and I built back then. And we met the people that had hired us back then. Z, she was the marketing manager and still is for Hylasoft. I have a picture here with her. That's her here. Z, she was at the wedding as well, and she said that the website is still performing great, generating millions of dollars in income in a year for this client, I mean, for this company. And that is just so good to hear. So it just proves that if you start freelancing and you take on a big project and you believe in yourself, you can really do something that has a lot of impact and that gets your career as a freelancer kickstarted really. What mattered here is that wherever I went and whatever I did, I always made sure that I built strong relationships. So if you think about it, I was there in Chicago at a new job for 2 weeks only, but there was someone working there, which was Sarah, and I built such a strong relationship within those 2 weeks that she was ready to take on a project such as Hylasoft with me. Then we start collaborating and we built that Hylasoft website. And to this day, now you got to think that's 5, 6 years ago. To this day, Z says you were amazing. What you did was really, really helpful. And we're basically still using the website even after several acquisitions and transitions of the company. And she said, we may consider hiring you again next year for SEO improvements. So, what that means is that the seeds that I planted back then in 2016 came to fruition even now, 5 years after the fact. And that is how you grow a strong foundation in business, whether you are a freelancer or a business owner. As you know, I now run a company together with Andrea that has about we are 11, I believe, if I count myself in, and that is just amazing and beautiful to see. So let me show this picture here again. Gotta go to the photos. So this is, let's see, this is very nice here. Andrea and myself at the so-called Bean in Millennium Park. And then here, Andrea, my beautiful Andrea, and myself getting ready to go to the wedding. And then this was a moment during the ceremony here. They had really a beautiful location, Goose Island Barrel House, I believe. And so this is Eric, her husband, Sarah, and myself. And then here are the four of us. All right. I hope you have a wonderful day. Again, the takeaway of this video is no matter what you do, where you are, whether you're an employee, a freelancer, or whatever, you never know what plans you seed, what scenes you planned that will bring great results down the road, even years after the fact. Bye bye.